Devin's mix, but he ain't addressed the greaser in Teofimo Lopez that basically called him and Terrence Crawford a monkey. But that's what Tank like to do. He like to go back and forth with brothers, but don't have no smoke for the others. Like a lot of these boxers, a lot of these black boxers and black people in general are just disgraceful and just trash. And I don't want to hear nothing about name calling, because at the end of the day, y'all don't have no smoke for Teofimo, you non-blacks. But like I said, y'all are frauds. And as I said before, y'all are real. Teofimo is just jealous of black people and jealous of black fighters. And don't come talk, well, he shows, listen, PR move. And at the end of the day, it means absolutely nothing. Elon Musk hired black people, but he still got sued for racial discrimination. So stop the cap. You play that game with me, because I can use a whole bunch of examples. Black people been used as props and tokens forever. At the end of the day, Teofimo seems to have serious envy towards black people, but I can't blame him, because this dude say he won fights, but he turns down fights. He turned down $10 million allegedly to fight Devin Haney. He don't want to fight nobody. He don't want anything. He wanted to come easy. He don't really want to fight Tank. He don't really want to fight Terrence Crawford. What in the hell makes you think you could beat Terrence Crawford if you don't even want to fight Brian Norman Jr.? Terrence Crawford would beat Teofimo with one hand tied behind his back. I'm talking about that would be an easy fight. That's a lick for Terrence Crawford. It ain't even worth his effort to even sit up here and remotely entertain the thought of fighting somebody like Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez don't bring nothing to the table. He don't bring no tickets. He don't bring any fan base. He brings nothing. Nobody would pay to go see that fight. Terrence Crawford would be such an overwhelming favorite. Nobody in their right mind believe that Teofimo can beat Terrence Crawford on any level. You talking about Teofimo Lopez that a lot of people thought lost to Jermaine Ortiz. They put a dude in front of him a few months ago, couldn't get him out of there. A lot of people thought he lost to Sandor Martin. Okay, he got beat up by George Kambosos, talking about he was almost on the brink of death, but he loves speaking on somebody else. So like I said before, what that Teofimo can do anything with Terrence Crawford. When I say that Teofimo Lopez might actually die versus Terrence Crawford, he might actually get beat to death. He's just mad because he got checked and he got marked by Bud. But see, respect Bud, because we know the black fighters do, and that's just real talk. But Tank, he's sitting there is acting like a bitch. The only person that's acting like a bitch is Tank. Tank, you the real bitch. You a bitch and you a coward. Somebody called you a monkey, but yet you ain't got nothing to say, but you want to argue with Devin Haney. Why you worried about what Devin Haney got going on? At the end of the day, you such a hypocrite and you such a fraud. You put every stipulation you could in the fight with Ryan to make sure you had the advantage. But then at the same time, you talking about you don't think Ryan Garcia cheated, but then you going around saying that you think Ryan Garcia. At the end of the day, Tank, you a fake wankster. You a fake Cabbage Patch dog, light-skinned look. And it just need to be said, man. At the end of the day, bro, I don't know what it is about some of these PBC fighters, man. I mean, do y'all have to sign a coon clause or something? You make black people look bad, man. And I can't help it if yes. Now, it's funny when people say derogatory towards me, but then when I clap back, then all of a sudden they want to play really humiliate him. On my way to Phoenix to cover the Jaime Munguia fight. I mean, at the end of the day, the thing is with Lopez, he a cornball. He desperate for attention. He doing whatever it takes to get people to notice him. And it's a shame that you got to resort to saying goofy stuff. But I really do think that Teofimo is envious of black people, and I don't blame him. because you have no Hispanic fan base because they two shits about you. But at the same time, I'll just laugh at the fact. I'll laugh at the fact that a lot of these people be sitting up here trying to talk crazy about black people, but then they love copying off of black people. You want to dress like us, you want to talk like us, you want to use our slang and stuff. And I just want to say this: anybody that ain't black and you be using the N-word, you a cornball. You will never have the swag that black people have. That's what I'm saying. We can make something negative cool. Whether we should be saying it or not, that's very debatable. And I understand where some people come from, where they say you shouldn't use that word, period. But I just laugh when I see these Mexicans and these Asians and these non-blacks trying to use the N-word, thinking they sound cool. You sound dumb. You sound fake. You sound disingenuous. Your swag juice is sour. Just need to be said. Yeah, Tank ain't nothing but Tank is a straight up buck dancer, and it need to just be said. He ain't said nothing about Teofimo Lopez, but then he got something to say to Devin. Tank is really on some raccoon stuff, and at the end of the day, Tank be trying to portray himself as this so-called street dude walking around with purses and painting his nails. Y'all niggas sure be painting y'all nails? Based off some of this Diddy stuff, but then again, everything was wrong with black men. This new generation, you want to be emasculated. You want to come across as mans. But what you expect? Another fight that Tank know he's gonna win. All Tank is doing is basically he's trying to mask the fact that people have accused him of not fighting black fighters. He's not fighting good black fighters. He's not fighting elite black fighters. Say what you want to say about Shakur Stevenson, brittle hands or messed up hands or not. He's an elite fighter. He's a pound for pound. Say what you want to say about Devin Haney. Devin Haney was a pound for pound fighter until he got cheated versus Ryan Garcia. And then I see that some content creators lied and said that Devin Haney didn't bring up the steroids played a role in him losing the fight to Ryan Garcia, in which was overturned. Like I said, some of y'all niggas is so desperate for views and stuff, and y'all know who y'all is, man. Stop with the clickbait stuff. Like I said, these black content creators are gutless. They love talking about, it's funny, they love talking about other content that are black play the race. Is Ryan Garcia playing the race card, Teofimo Lopez quote unquote playing the race card, but then ain't nobody got nothing to say, ain't nobody pushing the record button saying anything about them cornballs. But they all with typical black cowardness. This is why people don't respect the black community. This is why black men, they want to ignore Teofimo Lopez, and everybody got something to say about them. And it's funny, everybody that then spoke on Haney suffered some kind of karma, especially some of these black fighters. You seen what happened to the Gary Russell Jr. brothers? He lost to a dude that tested positive for PEDs. Yeah, before, man, it's just disappointing to just see this BS. Nobody care about no Lamont Roach. You just got to keep it 100. No, and Tank would have fought. To be honest with you, had Cruz beat Jose Venezuela, Tank would have fought Isaac Cruz in a rematch. We just waiting for Tank to announce that he fighting somebody elite. At the end of the day, Tank trying to get out of boxing unscathed. He already said that he probably gonna retire at 30. He keep talking about he got all these people on his hit list. But keep in mind, when he was offered $20 million to fight Devin Haney, he told Turkey Al-Sheikh that Turkey Al-Sheikh made him mad and he want 2 Ferraris and all that kind of stuff. It's funny Tank pick when he want to get mad and start talking crazy, but the people he should be talking crazy to, he ain't said nothing about them. He just ignored. He didn't really say nothing when Ryan Garcia said that racist stuff. He said it was his team. It was his team. You know, the funny thing is, Tank be talking all this stuff about Devin Haney, but always tries, and he almost tries to pretend that Devin Haney isn't a threat to him, because I came up with the numbers until Tank's last fight versus Frank Martin. Devin Haney outsold Tank. And then Tank tries to minimize, oh, well, you know, he had tickets for $45. Well, at the end of the day, a sellout is a sellout. It don't matter whether the tickets are 45 cents or $4,500. Somebody paid it to go see Devin Haney. Devin Haney fights in arenas. Tank fought somebody that was just last year fighting in ballrooms. He fought a ballroom fighter. Okay? Then, as far as Lamont Roach go, he basically fighting the undercard fighter. He ain't even fighting the main eventer. And I'm not trying to disrespect, and no stretch of the imagination am I trying to disrespect Lamont Roach, but you just got to tell the truth about Tank, and you got to call a spade a spade. I'm not one of these content creators that sit up here sucking up to people that ain't black. That ain't me. I'm not finna tear down black people to get views. You know, none of these content creators around. You heard Ryan Garcia say that race and be, well, you know, me, it's a black man, that don't affect me. Man, the only people that talk like is cowards. None of that stuff work on me. That Jedi mind trick don't work on me. Y'all, what part y'all don't understand? Y'all non-blacks are not smart enough to try that. Because the thing, when you got a dude that don't give a flying fuck what you think I go to bed every night wondering and worried about what white people and non-blacks think about me? Nah, that ain't me. I ain't built like that. I'm from Oakland, California. I'm from where the Black Panthers originated at. Hell, it look like me worried about what somebody that ain't black. That's the problem with black people right now. That's why black people in last place. This is why black people get overlooked for everything. This is why we don't get no tangibles when it comes to politics, because we want to sit up there and include everybody. I'm going to say this once again. There ain't no damn black and brown alliance. Black people are on our own. All we got is us. That's real talk. And that's up for debate. You can't get these cowardly ass niggas to stick together and be on code to save their life. Black people love defending and protecting everybody else. Just think if we had the same, you know what I'm saying, the same work ethic and the same goal and the same determination to make sure other blacks did well and looked out for other blacks, just think where we'd be as a whole. But we let everything come between us. Listen, man, I'm just gonna keep it a buck. PBC ain't got the bread. Why you think they let Mario Barrios go fight on another platform? They don't want to pay that money no more because, one, they don't have a network deal and they not getting no upfront money. So they got to pay out of pocket. So that's why they letting their fighters fight on other promotional outlets, but they're charging them a fee. So I'm just saying, man, Tank is a mark. Tank ain't no G. Tank is a mark, and he a coward. Like I said, all you want to do is argue with black people and clout chase Devin. Bring up Devin Haney every time you got a fight coming up, acting like you gonna fight Devin Haney, but you won't fight Devin Haney. Man, we didn't have to let the FBI come between us. A lot of times black people have this envy towards other black people. Like I say, black people want to make everybody else rich except black people. We want other communities to grow except our own. We get mad at any black person that's getting it. But then on the same token, the black people that's getting it, show people the path. Show people how it's done. We could, man, for real. I see so much potential in us. It's always been there. But the thing is, we don't want to act on it. Well, you know, I ain't gonna tell Terrence Crawford's business, but Terrence Crawford, he a G, and that's all I'm gonna say. So I'm out. Ma'am, have they boarded? Oh.